Hi and welcome to Shop Rjpasini for great deals on eBay. Today's June 28th, 2018, and today I just want to go over about checking your returns. With all the glitches going on with eBay, with the photos and the no views, I'm not saying this is a glitch, could be, but I just wanted to share with all you YouTube people out there, especially eBay sellers and buyers, because I think it's very important. I had an item that was returned to me, and I'm going to go into the window, show you, talk a little about it. And I just want to make this is just to make everybody aware of what's going on out there, and that when it comes to returns, don't always bet on the updates on eBay, because it didn't work out the way I planned. I thought it was gonna. I thought the item was still in transit when in fact it wasn't. So you're probably wondering, what am I talking about? Get to the point and stop talking. So I'm going to do that right now, and we're going to bump out of this screen here. I'm going to go over here. Now we all hate these. We all hate these to see these here. Okay, you accepted a return. We all hate these. Nobody likes these here. It says over here, you send the label, shipping, it says J Pasini, whatever. You accepted a Rock Band guitar, all right, it was with the best offer. It says your next step to send a return shipping label to the person, and then it'll take, then that's it. It'll, the process will start, and then when you hit see return details, so on and so forth. So when I have another window open over here, so when I click the return details, it shows in transit. Okay, now you're probably saying, okay, all right, it shows return started, item shipped, item delivered, and refund sent. Now, of course, I gotta update that. But here's the thing: when you click down here, it shows you the return item was shipped on June 23rd. Well, it says over here you provide the return information on June 22nd. Okay, and the return item was shipped on June 23rd. So when you go over here, if you notice on the return details, there's two ways it shows you. Check this out. There's one up here. It just shows you, when you go to this one here, it shows you just this. And then when you click this return details, it gets a little more. It shows you a little extra here. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I put the tracking number in yesterday, and it's still, well, according to this, it showed in transit. Okay, it says accepted in transit. Very important, folks. For those who are new to eBay, or if you haven't had too many returns and you haven't done it in a while, if you had returns and haven't done it in a while, check out Show More. When you click this on, it says available for pickup June 25th. That's my post office. It's okay. That's where it is. Arrival at unit. Arrival at unit. That's the one in Hicksville. June 25th. Okay, it's got different timestamps here: 6:20, 6:21, 5:07 in the morning. Processed through USPS facility on June 24th. It went from right. That's like the next town over. And then it says USPS in possession of item in June 23rd in Brooklyn. Apparently this item was sold in Brooklyn. Pre-shipment information was June 22nd. Okay. What I'm trying to get at, folks, is I could have refunded this person on the 25th, but it shows on eBay. I'm going to close it so it doesn't confuse you guys. It shows over here in transit. It doesn't show delivered. Now, here's the thing. If I didn't go into Show More thinking, okay, well, eBay's up on it, they got it says accepted, it's in transit still. If I just left it like that, let's just say I was just being lazy, said, hey, I got a couple more days, I'll see when it gets delivered. Now people may say, wait, that's the post office's fault. No, it is not the post office's fault. It's definitely not the post office's fault, because it says right over here, when you click Show More, it shows you it arrived at the Hicksville. That's where my post office is, not Bethpage, Hicksville, on June 25th. It was processed on June 22nd. The return processing began. It was sent out on the June 23rd, and it was arrived at the Postal Service on June 25th. So no one's going to tell me, oh, it's the post office. They got it, but they didn't know. When the post office gets it, I've been dealing with them for a number of years, many years. They're very efficient over this, as far as I'm concerned. When they get the item, they scan it in. Apparently, there must be some kind of lack of continuity between the postal service and eBay, or vice versa. In this case, I'm not blaming eBay again, but again, with all the glitches going on, folks, it is a possibility that eBay maybe didn't get a chance to update it. But what I'm trying to say is this can make a person look bad, because now let's say, for example, all right, if the buyer tracks their own package, say, hey, you know what's going on here? I didn't get my refund yet. When am I getting my refund? And they click it on. If it's still showing in transit, then the buyer, they might say, okay, well, you don't really have you have to worry about it, because it's showing up on the buyer's end that it's still in transit. But on the seller's end, when you click accepted, when you click show more, it's showing that it arrived at the Hicksville post office on June 25th. Okay, now let's just say it's okay. Let's say this information, the buyer types it in and he gets it, says, wait a minute, it arrives at June 25th. Where's my refund? Today's the 28th. Now, I usually go to the post office on Fridays, but when I seen this, I said, you know what? Heck, I better hightail down there and see what's going on, because it says it's ready for pickup. It says it right here, available for pickup. But on eBay system, it's showing transit. So all I'm trying to tell you guys out there, buyers and sellers, when you get returns, don't trust this. If you're like that, I'm going to close this out. When you go there and you get the tracking number, don't look at this right here per se and say, oh, okay, it's still in transit. Okay, especially if you made a return processing already. Like, in other words, the buyer wants to return it and they're expecting to get their money back. But eBay does tell you, it says over here, you should wait until you get the item back before you refund the buyer to ensure that the issue of the refund was refunded within 6 business days of being delivered. Now, there's also another part in there where eBay says if you don't take care of it, eBay will step in and they will make restitution. I think there's some part in there. If I can't, I don't know where it is exactly, but that's what it's all about. Okay, but all I'm trying to tell you guys right now is when you're getting returns, if you're accepting returns back, don't go by this. At least for me, it's not working. That's why I'm doing this video, to show everybody, buyers and sellers, that whenever you get returns, don't go by this. Click on show more. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I already know that. Well, let's put it this way. Okay, you might say, well, maybe you've just been lazy, didn't do it, but you should always check show more. Okay, I understand that, but I would go, I'm basing it, but then again, you can't assume that everything is copacetic with eBay, especially with all the little glitches going on. You can't say, well, okay, well, if it's showing in here, it's on eBay's website, it's got to be up and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you apparently not. So if you're doing returns, this is only one so far. Just to give you a heads up, they said something that some kind of controller arm in there was sticky. I checked it out, everything's checked out. I think basically sometimes people just like to return things after they try it out, whatever, or maybe they could have got it cheaper, $10 cheaper, $5 cheaper. You'd be surprised. People may say, yeah, but they're going to go all through that trial. Well, they're getting a full refund. Okay, this is my loss, because I have buyer pays the return, seller pays the return shipping. So this is me. This is coming out of my pocket. They got nothing to lose, but everything to gain. Okay, so in this case here, the buyer might have seen this. They have 30 days to return it, and the buyer probably seen it a better deal somewhere else for cheaper money. And maybe the guy's saving a $5 or a $10 bill on. Who knows? It depends. But people might say, really, you think somebody would return something for $5? Let me tell you, I had best offers, and I asked for like $1 increment on certain things. Do you know the person declined it for $1? That's how detrimental it is to people to sit there and say, I got to save every nickel and dime. It's ridiculous. But I understand. Money's tight these days, and people want to save and everybody wants to save $1 here or there. But I'm just trying to tell you guys, this is what could happen. People will buy it, and they see, hey, you could have got that a lot cheaper. There's another guy selling the same exact guitar cheaper, and he's offering free shipping. This guy's charging shipping. I can't offer free shipping because what I paid for it, I'd be taking a loss. But anyway, it's okay. I accepted it, and that's it. That's what it's all about. But anyway, so I'm just going to bump out the screen. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Keep that in mind, folks. I'm not, again, for those who do follow me, I am not here to bash eBay in any way, size, shape, or form. This is just to make all the potential buyers out there aware, and sellers aware what's going on. You need to know what's going on. We can't assume anymore with all the glitches going on. You can't assume and say, you know what, eBay's a multi-billion-dollar business. They got their act together and everything is good. Everything's up and running and everything's. It's not. It's not like we think. Apparently, this is the proof. The proof is in the pudding. Here it is. Here's the package. Okay. Here's the package. I didn't get a chance to open it, so we open on top. I didn't get a chance to open it. Okay. It's returned. It's a return package. Okay. I picked it up just before. Now I got to check and make sure it's in 1A condition before I issue the refund. But here's how a person could look bad. By eBay not updating that and me haphazardly thinking, oh, okay, it's still in transit, you know, that makes me look bad. Because let's say it's working on the buyer's end and they see that and they say, I don't understand this here. The guy received it the 25th and now he's making restitution. Suppose I didn't go. I usually go to the post office on Fridays. That's when I pick my mail up. I go once a week. And if I know something's coming, I'll go ahead of time. But the only reason why I went today is because when I looked at that thing that said show more and it says the item was available for pickup, I said, I better get down there. And it was done the 25th. So the 25th, what is that? The 25th was Monday. So this person could have had their money already. Now they got to wait. And here's the other thing, folks. If you get a scenario, if you get in a situation like that, take a screenshot and message the buyer, give an apology and say, listen, I really am sorry. This is what happened. Explain to them. Because you know what's going to happen? That buyer is going to leave a feedback. And that feedback might not be what you'd like to see on your feedback score, whatever. You're not going to, you probably, it all depends on the buyer. Okay? They could say anything. Failure to communicate, didn't let me know, it was already back, or whatever. I don't know what they're going to say, but they can. Or they could just say, you know, they might not say anything. Okay? But all I'm trying to tell you, folks, me now because of that, I got to take a screenshot. No, it's no big deal. I'm just saying, this is just to ensure and let the buyer know that, hey, this seller is doing the right thing. It was an innocent mistake. I'll be the first to admit it. It was an innocent mistake. I don't run a business like that, but I'm basing, you know, the information that's being inputted in eBay as valid, right? I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, you're saying, like I said again, you're looking. It says return accepted, in transit. I didn't see the delivered, but it's a good thing I didn't go on Friday, right? This person could have had their money back. They could have had a refund back on the 25th. Now they're going to get it back today, and it's probably going to take a couple days before they get the money back in their account. That's not going to look good. Now I got to send a letter of apology to the buyer, because whether the buyer leaves me a feedback or not, and even if he or she does decide to leave a negative feedback, there's nothing I can really do. I mean, I could say, you know, it was an innocent mistake. You know, here's the proof. You know, could you kindly retract that? I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if it is, I will have to appeal to the buyer and ask them, could you please and kindly remove it? I know I'm jumping ahead of myself and probably saying, you're making a big thing of nothing. The buyer might not even say anything. It might not even might consider leaving a negative feedback. But I want the buyer to know what had happened here. Okay, I'm conducting this business on an up and up basis. Okay, and like I said again, for those who do follow me, if you are a particular buyer for that, you are a repeat buyer of the merchandise I sell. You've been buying from me in the past a couple of times. I just want you to know you are my number one priority. Okay, my buyers are number one, and I stand by what I say. Okay, if there is a buyer out there that happens to buy this thing is on this YouTube channel, I just want to say to you. If you are a subscriber, I wanted to say I apologize. It wasn't my fault. You know, apparently eBay didn't update it, and I'm not going to blame the postal service, because you might say, well, once they get it, they scan it in. It was already scanned in at the postal service, folks. Now, again, If there is a glitch going on even on that part, then I don't know what else to say. But this is why I'm throwing it out there and sharing it. So anyway, guys, I hope this is a short video. I don't mean to make it, longer, but I just wanted to explain that to you guys. Make sure if you're getting returns, don't go by what it says when you go to eBay, when it says view details or return details and it shows you return accepted in transit. Make sure you click that little part that says show more, okay? And you will see if it's there, okay? Again, this has got to be a glitch. At least I believe it to be a glitch on eBay's part, that they didn't update it. And I'm just making you guys aware of it for yourself. Protect yourself. Okay, I feel bad now. I got to go through this here. I got to check it out first, make sure it's not damaged or broken or anything's missing off it, whatever. And then I got to take a snapshot showing that it's still in transit. Isn't that crazy? Here's the package right here. This is the package right here. Okay, I just picked it up from the post office, and you're seeing it says in transit. It still shows in transit. Could you imagine if I just waited there? The buyer would sit there saying, "I don't understand. I sent this out over a week already, and it's still in there, and it's in Brooklyn." From where I am, I'm in the suburbs of Long Island, New York. Brooklyn, I could get there probably in half hour, 45 minutes. Okay. The guy probably said the same way. You're in the next town. You're in Long Island. I could drive to your place and be there within half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever. And it's taken over almost a week. Come on. Look. I'm not trying to pick on eBay. There are a lot of eBay diehards out there that love eBay. They swear by it. They love it. And I like it a lot too. I like it a lot when I get results. Plain and simple. All I say is, like I said, if I'm going to conduct, if I'm conducting business on your website, and I'm paying for it, give me the due service that I'm entitled to. Okay. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for nothing more like that. If I pay to be on your website, I want resolution, and I want to get my money's worth. That's all I'm asking. Nothing more. Okay? I don't get enjoyment out of this here, to be honest with you folks. But you know why I do it? It's because, like I said again, for those who do follow me on this YouTube channel, or if you are a follower of me on eBay, like you got me in your save list as a seller, I do this because I call it the His Initiative. Okay? It's a new thing I came out with. I didn't get the idea from anybody else. This is my own idea. Not that it's a big thing, but the His Initiative is to help, inspire, and share. And that's what I'm all about. And that's what this YouTube channel is all about, folks. To help, inspire, and share. If I come across certain glitches or things that deal with eBay or e-commerce or something with online selling, I'm going to make you aware of it. And it's not to be in a demeaning way. It's not to be making any derogative statements or comments about any particular person, business, or whatever. This channel is to help people out. And that's why I encourage people, if you are in this line of work, the e-commerce or reselling, you may want to subscribe to my channel for updates. I'm not like the other sellers out there. They talk about different types of things, and I'm not knocking them. Honest to God, I am not knocking them. I think a lot of sellers out there that have their own YouTube channels, they put out a lot of good information. But my format might be a little different, okay? And a little different in the sense that I don't always like, when I do this, sneak peek videos, demo videos, intro videos, I don't get into great details and tell people, oh, I bought this at the thrift store and this is what I paid for it. I don't like to discuss prices with things. I think that's irrelevant. I don't really think that's necessary to sit there and tell people price. Now, some people will beg to differ, say, well, what's wrong with that? I had somebody said that one time on one of my videos, sneak peek video. Well, what's wrong with telling people how much you pay for it? And just to sum it up in a nutshell, I'll tell you why I don't do that. Because I was following a seller that does do that. And I was looking at the comments. And the comments weren't such nice comments in a way. The seller was out there very boastfully and casually, very cavalier. Oh, well, I got this over here. I paid 50 cents for this. I paid $2 for that. And I sold it for this much money. Sold it for that much money. And then I was reading the comments below. And the comments below, you get a comment like, how dare you buy something so cheap from a thrift store and sell it for so much money? That's terrible. You're taking advantage of people. You're making all this money. You buy it so cheap. And that's why. And there were a couple other comments that followed underneath it. I don't want to hear that rhetoric. I don't want to go through that. Okay, I don't want people to sit there and say, oh, so he bought it for that and he sold it for this much. There are sellers that do that, and you're entitled to it. That's your prerogative. It's your YouTube channel, and you put what you want on your content. I don't do that, on the other hand, folks. And I'm not doing it to be mean. I will tell you where I bought the things on the sneak peek videos. I'll tell you, well, I picked this up in my local thrift store, and I tell you what it is, and I'll tell you that it's going to be on eBay if I pick up on a Thursday, and it's late in the afternoon where I can't take pictures and stuff like that. I make sure I log it in, I catalog it, make sure I put down if I got it at 25% off, 50% off. I catalog it, take photos, and then I do the sneak peek video and tell you, folks, this will be listed on eBay on Friday. If I bought it at Thursday and it's late in the afternoon where I don't have time to do all that because there's only so many hours in a day, the sneak peek video is to give all you potential eBay buyers out there a heads up as to when it's going to be up on eBay. And this way, for those who do follow me on this channel, will get a notification. When it comes up, whatever. It'll say, okay, oh, he's got the things on listed on eBay, and then you'll get first dibs on it. Well, hopefully first dibs. I know once you hit that button out there to list, it's going to go out in cyber world where anybody and everybody can see it. But I'm just trying to say, you'll have, for those who do hit the channel, you'll have a general idea. And maybe, it's like those sniper programs. You ever hear snipers? It was a sniper program. Usually, I don't know if they still use them on eBay, but the sniper program is if you're watching something and it'll count it down, like if it gets like to the last minute or so, you'll get a notification, oh, you can place another bid. And that's how I think that's how it works. I don't really deal with sniper programs, but if you type in, I think, a Google search, sniper programs for eBay, whatever, I think it works along that way, along that line. But you know what? You don't even need them, because when you put that seller on your watch list, you'll get notifications. You know that. People know that. If you put them in your watch list, you watch a particular buyer or whatever item that you're looking for, and you'll get a notification. It's going to get ready to end or whatever, or it's going to end soon or something like that. To, I guess, give you a heads up. Hey, place your bid now because it's going to go off. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even really need sniper programs. I mean, I don't know if it's even viable to even have it, but that's what it's all about, folks. That's why I do the sneak peek videos. The demo videos, it was just what it says. It's a demo. And the intro video, it basically talks about, if I'm introducing something to you, if it's a change in the play, my YouTube channel, or something that I want, that I feel you need to know, I will just introduce it, whatever, or introduce my new policy, or whatever it is it may be. That's what the intro is for. But it's also pertaining to the merchandise I'm selling. Okay, and let alone the reseller news. This, on the other hand, is not reseller news. This is the shop. That's why I said it's shop. Welcome to Shop J Pasini for great deals on eBay. This is an eBay video. It deals with eBay. Okay. I was following on my Facebook the other day that we have people that go on there that talk about stuff like that, and there are other sellers out there. And I know sometimes people may think that be careful who you watch, who you listen to, because negativity is not what we need. I understand that part. Okay, we don't want to listen to naysayers and negative feedback from people, but at the same time, we don't live a world through rose. We don't see life through a rose-tinted glasses, so to speak. There are issues that need to be addressed. Okay, and if people on this channel who do follow me think that I'm picking on eBay all the time and stuff like that, I'm not. I'm just trying to make you aware of what's going on. Okay, and if there are any eBay employees or anybody that works at eBay or whatever is affiliated with eBay in any way outside of being a seller or a buyer, I am not here to make derogatory statements about them and put them down. Even though it sounds like that sometimes, I do get frustrated, especially when the no view thing I think is still going on. I didn't check this morning. As a matter of fact, just to share this with you, today we had a rolling thunderstorm pass by. Big pop, electric, a big, the lightning bolt. Next thing you know, I was getting ready to process a package to go out. I was able to process one. The other one, we lost power. How long it was gone for, I don't know. So what did I do? I took my iPad, I went to the nearest Dunkin' Donuts, I had to eat breakfast, not no big deal. I had to get myself my everything cream cheese bagel with my cup of coffee, and I was sitting there, and then top it all, the Wi-Fi that's in Dunkin' Donuts, I was unable to connect to my iPad. So that was a wasted trip. You know, I mean, so he said, well, you got breakfast out of it anyway, you know. I didn't know how long the power was going to be out. So I went there. I thought maybe I could, do some work there, like, message to people or see if I got any sales or whatever, orders. And this way I could, interact. But I couldn't even connect. So I don't know what that was all about. It is what it is. Things happen in life. But we had a rolling thunderstorm pass by today. Now it's supposed to be it's going to get hot and humid. Like I said, I'm in New York. I'm on Long Island here, on the East Coast. And right now it's 11:08 a.m. So the morning's still, here. It's going quick. And I just want to say one last thing. Today is Thursday. You might want to check out eBay Radio. It goes on today on East Coast time, Pacific time. It's Pacific time. It's 11 a.m. On the East Coast time over here in New York, it goes on at 2 p.m. So if you want to listen to it, it goes on today. It's you just go to voicemarketingradio.com and you can just click the listen live button and you can listen to it. I don't know if I just made a quick announcement yesterday. I think I was talking about it in one of my other videos. The co-host over there, Lee Maribel, I think will be, she's going to retire. I think after the last show that's going on in Vegas right now at Mandalay, the Mandalay Hotel, whatever it is. They got the eBay Open, I think they call it. I don't go to those things. First, I don't have the money for it, and secondly, I don't really need to fly down to Vegas to listen to that stuff there. I mean, I got my own things right here. I gotta take care of my own stuff. I don't have money to go flying here and there. And not only that, for those who don't know, I consider myself the frugal entrepreneur. I save money in any which way I can. So the last thing I need to do is fly down to Vegas, which I hate flying. I haven't flown since 2000. I don't really like planes. I'm a landlubber. If I do any traveling, I like to probably maybe go by rail. Like if I'm going to travel, maybe try Amtrak. I went on a cruise ship. It's not for me. So I've been there, experienced it. It's okay. It's nothing to write home about. But that's me, folks. That's me. I don't expect everybody to say, oh, so just because you don't like it, right? Not at all. No. Hey, people go on cruises every year. They fly here and there every year, go to different places around the world. That's great. I wish you all the best. I am not one of those type of people to hop on jets and go here and there and everywhere. But for people who do it, hey, God bless you, But anyway, I just wanted to share that information with you guys. It's something I think that you should be aware of. And again, it's not to hurt eBay, but it's just to make you aware that there are certain issues that are ongoing. And I don't know. Again, I've got a couple little things here and there. Yesterday, I was surprised. I don't know. Maybe they're getting this problem alleviated little by little, as far as with the no view thing. And then the other thing was with the no photos showing up or whatever. I think in your product pages or whatever, something along that line. I guess they are working on it. Look, I know we got to be patient. I was in the IT field too. Okay, I did mainframe for many years, and I didn't do any of the coding, but we maintained a big, massive data center. And, when there are, like I said, you got software engineers and developers and stuff like that do software, hardware integrations, they're doing upgrades, whatever. And sometimes when they do roll out these new software updates, it could cause a common glitch within the system. But the only thing I always say, folks, looking back at this year, as far as with the no view things, that goes back since 2013. I said it a couple of times in my videos. This has been going on for 6 years. Now, I don't know why they got to keep updating or upgrading or whatever the view counter. I don't know. Again, like I said in my other videos, one person said it doesn't affect your sales. Another teammate said it does affect the sales. I don't know, but I will say this. Could be coincidental, folks, but I will say this. I did notice I got 2 sales yesterday. Okay, I did notice, and the sales, when I looked them up, they're the ones that had the views on it. Now, take it for what it's worth. I'm not making it up, because I'm a very curious guy by nature, and I said to myself, let me see something. I said, so I just got to check this out. Because I have my iPad next to my desk, and sometimes when I'm working on the computer here, on the main computer, I also have a laptop too, but I don't always turn that on, only on occasion. But I heard my iPad, and you hear the cha-ching. So when I seen it, I said, I was on another website, so I wasn't really focused on eBay. So I looked at the iPad and I said, oh, I checked it out. I said, oh, okay, let me go on my desktop. And I looked up what sold, 2 items that sold. And lo and behold, they had views. So again, I don't know. People may say, that's coincidental. It could be. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing, it seems like the ones that don't have any views, I don't get any response on them, you know? So is there any validity in that? You know, what that person told me about that, you know, about affecting your sales? I don't know. I don't know eBay's algorithm. I don't know what, you know, like I said, I know they're doing, you know, software integration or upgrades, whatever. They're rolling out new things probably. And I guess in transition of that, when it's happening, it can cause, you know, intermittent glitches within the system. Could be. I don't know. I don't work there. I'm not a software developer or an engineer. I don't do coding. Okay? I worked on hardware. I was a hardware person. I did mainframe. Like I said, we did multi-platforms, a data center, and we had to learn multiple systems. But as far as like with eBay's database and stuff like that, what their IT infrastructure is, I don't know. Okay? They probably have a team of developers working on it, trying to, you know, modify and get this problem resolved. And like the one teammate told me yesterday, I think it was yesterday, the day before, like I said, the days are flying by, I can't even keep track. They said, don't be patient, we're working on it. You know, and we thank you for your business. I said, well, I understand. I just said, I hope you can get it fixed soon. Because this is the end of the month. Tomorrow is the end of the month. Okay? Well, the 30th is Saturday, I believe. Right? We got bills coming up, folks. And we got to pay those bills. And I understand, you know, with the system, what's going on within eBay as far as like with these glitches. If it does have any effect on sales, they really need to, you know, remedy it and modify their program, their algorithm, whatever, and get it up and running so us people can make money to pay our bills. Okay? Look, in my other video, I know I said it sounded like a pessimist, but I said, you know, in my other video, and I'm sorry I say it because, you know, I don't want it to paint a bleak picture for people who really love to get into, you know, online selling and stuff. People can make money off it. How much, I don't know. I mean, you hear all these different stories. I do love what I do. And to be honest with you, and I apologize when I said, you know, folks, get your resumes ready because we'll be heading back to 9 to 5. The reason why I'm getting involved with this here more is because I struck out 3 times with jobs, and not through my own fault. Okay, I got laid off back in June 2016. Okay, $1,000 jobs went overseas. Okay, I've been through so far in my life, but I'll tell you my age, I'm sure you can find out anyway, but I've been through 2 layoffs and 1 company bankruptcy. Now, that's, I call it the strike 3, you're out thing. Okay, and I am literally out of a job. But at the same time, I believe in a cause and effect, and everything in life happens for a purpose. So my thing is, and I place a lot of faith, not that I know people who finally say, wait a minute, you don't discuss religion and politics. No, I don't. I don't get into that. I'm not going to talk about it, but I do place my faith in the man above. That's all I'm saying as far as the religious part goes. I believe everything happens for a reason. We have a plan and a purpose. And my take is maybe this is my time to fulfill my passion and my dream. Fortunately, I'm doing it at a later year, you know, later in life. I mean, I'm not no spring chicken, but I'm not an old man either. I would like to try to pursue it, and this is something I really love to do. I really do love it. I like it. Not so much for the flexibility, for the, you know, for you could do that. Like there's some resellers on there, just to sum it up like this. There's some really resellers out there saying, "Oh, I just came back from I've been to traveling so many all around the world. I did this, I did that, and blah, blah," and they tell you about all the things. Listen, I'm not worried about that part. I'm not worried about making tons of money so I could travel all over the world. Again, some people say, how could you say these things? Wouldn't you want to see? I'm not interested in that. That's not what I'm interested in, driving fancy cars and, you know, Lamborghinis and Ferraris and living in a multi-million-dollar home. I'm not worried about that right now. You know what my main focus is, folks? Put food on the table, a roof over my head. And let me tell you something. If I did become successful like that, where I made that kind of wealth, I'm not going to display it to the whole world. That's the last thing you want to do. Would you want that? Would you want to do that there? Would you want to tell people, get on YouTube, a global thing that goes all over the world? I mean, people, it's broadcasted, right? Well, it depends if people are looking for they come across your site. You're going to want to tell people I live in a multi-million-dollar mansion. You see the house back there? I bought that making money or started my business on eBay or whatever. Or one thing led to the other type of thing. You see that Lamborghini and that Ferrari? I got that. Why would I want the whole world to see that? I don't want the whole world to see that. I'm a reclusive person. I like to be very quiet and docile in my life. I don't want to sit there telling the whole world. I don't think that's any of anybody's business. That's like getting on YouTube right now and showing your W-2 to everybody. Say, hey, listen, this is what I made last year from my job. I'm not going to say stuff like that. I'm not a braggart. Just to let people know. I mean, I'm not a person that's going to sit there and brag about things. I like to be, like I said, I'm very reclusive that way. I don't think it's anybody's business to know how much wealth you have, or till you tell people, I made X amount of money on eBay this year. Although I do hear people saying stuff like that on some of these sites I've been on. One person said, "Oh, I did $49,000 last year," or another person's like, "I did over $1 million in sales." Hey, if that's true, kudos to you. I wish you all the best. I don't get into it. I don't ask them when the person who wrote that stuff did with those figures. I don't ask them, say, by the way, that's like me saying, oh, you did $1 million in sales on eBay. What are you selling? I don't go. Some people may say, well, I would like to know. I don't get in. I'm not a busybody, or what do they call it, Budinsky. I don't want to get in there and say, hey, how do you do that? What did you? Most likely, I'll be honest with you, I don't think there's going to be a lot of people telling their secrets anyway. If you do have a little secret niche or whatever, or a certain thing, I don't think people are going to share it anyway with you, to be honest with you. They may tell you a certain amount, and that's as far as it goes. Me, I have nothing to hide and nothing to share right now as far as that part goes. I'm just an average seller trying to make it in this business. That's it, plain and simple. If people sit there saying, well, maybe you have a niche and you're not telling anybody. If I have a niche and I'm not telling anybody, let me know about it, because you enlighten me, because I want to know what that is. Because I don't have any niches or anything. I am an average seller just like you and everybody else, the rest of the 25 million sellers out there on eBay. Okay, I have no secret sauce here to make tons of money. You can look at my sold listings, what I got. I am not per se successful in that category by far. So if anybody thinks that they're, good luck with that one. Okay, I'm just an average seller like you and I, whatever, just like everybody else. Like I said again in my other videos, a lot of people go on eBay for different reasons. Some people do it as a hobby, some people do it as a part-time venture, some people do it to supplement their income, and some people do it full-time. Because for a situation like mine, I got laid off, let me take a shot at it. Let me go see if I could make a go out of eBay. And that's what happens. Apparently though, there's 25 million active sellers. 25 million, not 25,000. I wish it was 25,000. Sales would probably go up because less competition. I'd rather have 25,000 active sellers than 25 million. And I'm sure that number is going to change as time goes on. I already put a little display up there when that was. That I think was from 2016. They said as I think it says as of 2016, there's 25 million active sellers on eBay. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm sorry I'm rambling on. I just want to share it with you guys. Forgive me. Sorry. I apologize. But I just thought I'd bring that out there. I just wanted to share that little bio about me. Anyway, I wish you all the best. The sun's starting to lighten up over here. The rolling thunderstorms had passed over, so they're probably heading out to the ocean over there, and God knows where they're going to be going next. I just wanted to share this with you guys. Just remember, folks, check your return if you have any returns. Make sure you look at the show more. Don't go by what it says when it says, where it says in transit, because that to me does not work apparently. All right, as far as I'm concerned, just click on the show more, and you'll keep yourself in good standing. I don't know. I'm going to apologize to the buyer. This is the gospel truth. That's why I did the video. I figured let me share it out there. Let me throw it out there for you guys. I hope the buyer is not upset with me. I'm going to take a screenshot of it showing it's in transit. I'm going to show him that I took the picture. Got the box, and I'm going to refund him his money. And I hope I get a good feedback. That's all I can say. Rich Pasini signing off for Shop Rjpasini for great deals on eBay. If you like this video, folks, please subscribe to my channel. If you got anything out of it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to check my listings out and see what other services I have, I'm going to drop the links below. And I wish you all the best. I hope eBay gets the problem, these glitches resolved, where we get back on track again. The only thing I will say in closing, for those who do, I talked about the online sales tax the other day. I don't know what that's going to be like. Maybe a nightmare, maybe not. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm sure there's going to try to be. I'm sure they're going to have workarounds. Not workaround where it's not going to. You're not going to collect sales tax, but maybe they may have come out with a software package or something, or maybe it might be implemented within eBay, where it'll automatically calculate the sales tax for that particular state. I don't know how it would work out. I really don't. I still think the best way to go with that, in my opinion, is that, like I said again, like I said, repeated yesterday, if you live in New York, you do your business in New York, you collect your sales tax from the New York residents, the people, the purchasers, the buyers, and then you, like I said again, you would collect those sales tax, and then you would give it to Department of Taxation, or the New York Department of Taxation. That's how I would do it. I think that's a lot easier than to go to 45 different states, I think it is, and different localities, however they have it, and try to figure things out. The paperwork is going to be probably crazy. So I'm hoping that when this does finally get implemented into the system, integrates with the online platforms, and believe me, folks, it's gonna go right across. So if anyone says, "Well, I'll go to Amazon," you're not gonna run. You can run, but you can't hide. And we don't really want to hide from our tax obligations anyway. If you're making a business, a profitable business, it's only right that we pay taxes for it. Why not? I mean, that's the way it goes. For the longest time, I guess it was a good ride for people. Even to include myself. I mean, how nice it is to buy something, you don't have to pay the tax on it, through online purchases. Of course, then you go to your department stores, you're paying the sales tax. But, it was a nice ride. It really was. But again, there are always changes, and sometimes they're not always for the better, and sometimes it can be for the worse. But in most cases, this is what the outcome is going to be. And like the old saying is, we got to go along to get along. So there's nothing you can do about it. Just grin and bear it. And just try to do the right thing, And let's see what happens. I don't know when they're going to roll it out. I thought it could be, I guess, maybe sometime, maybe in 2019. But again, like I said in my videos, don't hold me to that. I don't know exactly the start time, the date. I don't know if eBay. I'm sure eBay is going to give all us buyers and sellers a notification. They'll send a broadcast message out, I hope, letting us know when this is going to take place, when it's actually fully functional or integrated within their system. It probably cause more glitches. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm sorry to be a pessimist that way. I really am, because I think when that happens again, I'm just thinking of the nightmarish glitches that's going to transpire from this. It could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be making a mountain out of a molehill. But think about it, folks. It could happen. Once they start integrating all that stuff into the system. I always look at cause and effect. That old saying, if every action is opposite and equal reaction. That's what I think could happen. But that's just me. Think about it. I mean, it could happen. Once they roll that out, that update, that software update dealing with this, you never know what the outcome is going to be. But all we could do is keep our fingers crossed, hope for the best, and who knows? Maybe something could work maybe something will work out for all of us, where it might be a little simplified. You know what I'm saying? But as far as where it's going to go away, I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm not saying it's a set in stone. Anything could be changed, but I think right now, going forward, this is something that all online buyers and sellers, because the buyers are also sellers too, it's just something that we have to look forward to, and we can only hope for the best. Guys, take care. I'll talk to you in the next video. Have a great day. Again, this is Rich Pasini signing off for Shop J Pasini for great deals on eBay. Today is June 28th. 2018. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.